الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Today we are going to talk about the past passive. So first of all, look at this example that we have, which is written in blue. Now we have Ali opened the door. Ali opened the door. If we are going to classify the sentence, so let's see here. Ali is the subject. Now opened is the verb. The door is the object of the sentence. Now Ali is the doer of the action. Opened is the action, and the door is the thing that received the action. So this is what we call it. This is an active voice sentence. Now we want to change it into the passive voice, the past passive voice. Now look what is going to be, or what's going to happen. Now first of all, the object of the sentence is going to be the subject, so it's gonna be the door. Now we need an auxiliary verb or a helping verb for the door, because when we change this, when we replace Ali as a subject in the active sentence, we need to do something also. So we need a helping verb which is in the past. So the door was. Then this is the main verb in the active sentence. We need to change it into the past participle, which is the same. So the door was opened. Now the sentence is done. Now if we want to add who is doing the action, which is Ali here, we can write by. Then we write the name of the subject, who is Ali. So the door was opened by Ali. Now if you notice, what is that we have in here? The door is now the subject of the sentence. Was opened, now all of this one is the verb of the sentence. So as you can notice here, we need an auxiliary verb, which is here was, and then we need the past participle of the verb. The past participle of the verb. Now this sentence is, we call it passive. Passive sentence. This is in general how can we change the active sentence into a passive sentence. Now we go on to the formation of the past passive. Now the formation. We know all of the pronouns in English. We have I, we have he. I'm going to group them in order to know what to write after that. We have also she, then we have it. Then we have another group, the rest of the pronouns, and let's write them in blue. We have they, you, and we. Now what is after I, he, she, and it? After that we need the auxiliary verb, which is was. Then after they, you, and we need where. Both of them we need after was and where, we need the past participle of the verb, of the main verb. Then we have the completion of the sentence. So this is the formation in general, or basically this is the formation of the past passive. Okay, so with the pronoun I, he, she, and it, we have what? Was. With the pronoun they, you, and we have were. You can put it in another word, like the singular pronouns, like we have I, he, she, and it, you can write was. In the plural pronouns, like they, you, and we add were. And then don't forget the past participle of the verb. Now this, there is no way to understand the past participle. You have to memorize it. There is no other way to understand how, because we have irregular verbs and we have regular verbs. Regular verbs, they are like this example. If we are going to write it, like we have open. The past of open is opened, and the past participle also opened. Now this is, we call it a regular verb. We have also irregular verbs, like we have go, we have went in the past. The past participle of go is gone. Now this is irregular verb and this is regular verb. So there is no rule for it. You have to memorize it. Now we go on to some examples. Okay, now the example. Let's say in the exam you have 2 questions for the grammar. I'm talking about grade 11 core. You have 1 question for grammar specifically, and you have a mixture with the vocabulary. In the grammar you have only to write 1 word, like if we write this one now, this example, and you will have a space in the sentence, and you write or you complete the sentence with only 1 word. So let's say this is going to be the active. We are in the passive now, so let's say here we have a space, so the car, then we have so this is the sentence now. We have here the car, and we have used by Ahmed. Now, what is missing in here? Can you think about it? We have the car. What is the pronoun that replaced the car? The pronoun is it. So if we go back, we talked about this in the formation. And in it, what we need, this is it, what we need only was. So you can write here what was. So the car was used by Ahmed. Now this is one of the ways of writing or an exam questions, like we have was in here. Sometimes they will give you the full sentence, and this one is going to be the missing one. So if we want, as I said at the beginning of the lesson, if we want to write the doer of the action in the past passive, we write by before it. So sometimes it's this one. Now, how come, what about the where now? I'm going to write another example for it. And this example is going to be, let's say, we are going to write it in green. So Then we have space here. Sorry. Okay, now we have the bins we have then taken by the teacher. Now the answer here, as we can see again, here we have bins. Bins is plural and the pronoun is they. So directly after they we need what? Where. So this is how we have some examples. We talked about, first of all, we talked about the past passive, how we change the active sentence into passive sentence. Then we talked about the formation of it, how we form the past passive. Then we discussed some examples using the past passive. I hope that you enjoy the lesson and see you in other lessons. Thank you.